Hi, back again. Uh, just wanted to. I think I promised top five of my most romantic DC covers. I'll just do it fast because I'm really slow at these videos and they're all like 15 minutes minimum. And I know that most YouTube viewers can like stay for max 5, 7 minutes. So I'll try. I can't do that, but I'll try to do it really fast though. All right, so I'll just jump into it. My top five most romantic DC covers in my collection. I don't have them all, so this is it, as Huey Lewis once said. Number five, Mr. Miracle. Number five, Volume 4. On the beach, two lovers, sunset, sunrise maybe. Doesn't matter, it's romantic. There's no kissing, it's just a moment, and I really like that. I think it's sweet. It's really sweet. This is sweet. That's number five. Number four is different, but love is lots of things. It's Hellblazer. John Constantine. It's McKean doing the cover. And it's a little bit sinister, but love can be sinister too. Even in a romantic moment, it can be sort of sinister. But it's also sweet, this is. It's scary but sweet and romantic. And look at the shapes up here. It's like, I don't know. They can be doing all sorts of things. It's like a Rorschach test. To me, they're making love, but they might be killing each other. But love is like that, isn't it? It's a little bit romantic as well. I'm not saying you should kill anyone, but I'm just saying. This is number four. Hold Me. Dave McKean, Hellblazer. And another oldie but goldie cover is by Brian Bolland, Animal Man. This is very romantic. It's very sexy, actually. But it's also romantic because it's got the bears. If it were just the humans, it would be sort of sleazy. No, not really, because the way they're leaning into each other and it's like they're just starting a kiss and they can't keep away from each other. But there's this animal attraction between them. And I find that sort of romantic. It's number 3 on my list. And it's Brian Bolland, who had an amazing run on Animal Man. I don't think, maybe it's because he's English. It's like the English artists are less appreciated in the US. Like Brian Bolland and Alan Davis. They're my favorites, not my top favorite. They're definitely on my top 5, both of them. And Brian Bolland has like a gift for doing covers. Some artists are very good at covers. Some are better at interior art. Like I talked about Arthur Adams. And I don't think he's very good at doing covers, but he's amazing at interior art. Alan Davis is sort of the same. His covers are, they're good because his art is good, but they're not like masterpieces. This is very romantic. It's very sweet. Brian Bolland. This number 2 on my list, I bought this in Göteborg in Sweden, in a small, dusty, one of those comic book shop where it's like there's no light at all and there's almost all darkness and all the walls are like greasy and there's dust everywhere and they have just like a bunch of comic books crammed into small boxes and they're all like VG at the finest. This is a fine minus. I don't know how I picked one of the best ones they had in the shop. But it was a nice little shop because it's one of those where you can find magic, but you can't really, but you think you can. Anyway, that was a romantic moment for me, searching for books because there are so few comic book shops here There's one in Denmark, and there's a few in Sweden, but there are a few and far between. And this shop was like they mostly had old Swedish comic books, but they had a few American, like not a few, they had like, I don't know, 1,000 maybe. Mostly crap from the 90s. They had a lot of that. And this is a 90s book as well, but I found it so romantic. And I love the cover. Look at that. The colors. He's dying, she's holding him. The look on his face, he's like baby Jesus, and she's like the Virgin Mary. But there's also love there. This cover has nothing to do with the story. I think I read it. I can't remember. Wasn't that good? But an amazing cover again. DC does amazing covers. That blue color, you gotta, even if you don't like the cover, if you think all romantic covers are for geeks or idiots, or I just want brute strength. This color, this blue, it's just woo. I love this cover, and I love the look on her face and the look on his face and the whole setting. And he has a wound. He's dying, but she's saving him. But I don't know that much about Captain Adam. I really liked him in Justice League Europe in Keith Giffen's run. But I don't know that much about the book. It's by Bates and Broderick and Smith. Broderick is a good artist. He did the cover as well, I can see. I really love this cover. It's really sweet and beautiful. And there's a moment between them, and that's what I love. The moment between these two characters. Nothing is said, it's just there. It's just hanging in the air. There's a tenderness. And that's romantic to me. Now, my number one is a special edition. This guy is dead, sadly, and missed, and I think he's an amazing artist, and he did all the DC covers for 1 month back in 2015. It's Darwin Cook, of course, the Aquaman cover. This is so sweet. It's a variant. It says it all, right? It doesn't get more romantic than a kiss in the ocean. Again, at sunset or sundown. It's just so sweet. My heart's breaking. Looking at this cover, I'm like, oh man, I want to be that guy. Look at him pulling her in. She barely has her arm on him. Darwin Cook did a Parker run, not for DC. It was for another company. I can't remember. Maybe Image. It's like an old 50s, 60s novels about this gangster. The novels are by Stark. I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember. But they have this, it was back when, people are going to hate me for this, but it was back when a man was like a man. And he's a man on this cover. And she's a woman. And they're lost in each other. And they love each other. And look at the way he's holding her shoulder. Like tender. Like really sweet. I love the water as well, the way he's drawn that. And the waves. The cliffs. The sky. The sky is soft. All the clouds are really soft. Even the water is sort of soft. And also in the waves spraying on the cliff. It's like soft. Everything is centered. everything is pointing to the kiss of these two characters. I love that. This is my favorite romantic DC cover. I will try to do the same with Marvel. I don't know if I can find five. I think DC is better at covers overall. Um, I don't know. They have good editors, maybe. It's just better at picking out the covers. I mean, if you like that all, bulky, brute covers, Marvel's great. But if you like more variant, like different moments, horror, romance, drama, character, I think DC is definitely a lot better. Anyway, I'll try to find the five most romantic Marvel covers in my collection. Tried to keep it short. I'm at 11 minutes plus. I'm sorry. Cheers.